Welcome forward to day 23 of our reflections on St. Joseph. And the theme, again taken from the Litany to St. Joseph, about one of the titles given to him, is Lover of Poverty. And that's quite a striking title. I mean, does anybody love poverty? Does anybody really love being poor? And it will then lead, well, it certainly led me down the road. Well, actually, we've got a situation here of God's Son was born into a very poor family. Why wasn't he born into a really rich and powerful family with lots of authority so he could actually influence a lot of people straight away? And some people felt, well, actually the Messiah would be incredibly powerful, like a warrior, but actually the Messiah turned out to be a baby child, Jesus. We know Joseph was poor because when they were presenting Jesus in the temple, they offered up 2 turtle doves or 2 pigeons, and we know that that's a poor man's offering. If they'd been rich, they would have been offering up, I suppose, more exotic animals, if you like. So again, he was born into poverty. So is there really a message there? And we've thought about it before, we've heard it too many times, and we're really familiar with it. We know that he was born, if you like, in a manger and all these stories, but actually, are we too familiar to really think about what it really means? And that actually we spend too much time seeking success, wealth, materialism to make ourselves feel happy, for sure, but also it's a sign of success, where actually you have a man here, Joseph, who is poor and is a lover of poverty, and therefore he's not seeking after wealth to make himself happy, or Jesus, or Mary, but he's the lover of poverty. So what does that really mean? In terms of the, I suppose, that title, the word poverty and poor, I associate certainly with blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And that comes from the beatitudes, and again it's worth rereading. In fact, it's worth actually learning off by heart those beatitudes, in the same way it's worth learning off by heart Corinthians 13, which is love is patient and kind, and actually referring those readings or thinking about those readings in reference to anything else you read or any situations you find yourself in. So let's go back to this concept of lover of poverty, and what does that mean? It really means that Joseph was completely dependent on God, and we say he was dependent on God's providence. So he trusted in God completely. So no matter what situation Joseph found himself in, he trusted in God. So for example, he found himself in a situation where Mary was with child. He was told what to do by God, which is take her into his home, and he did. We're told also he was told, get up, take Mary and Jesus with you and flee into Egypt. He did so. And so he's completely trusting on God's providence. And that is what it really means by lover of poverty, or blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So if we take this reflection further, and it is about ourselves and our own lives and what we can learn from Joseph and what we imitate from Joseph and what we imitate from Jesus. And again, Jesus would have been learning this love of poverty from Joseph as he was growing up. So do we honestly love poverty? It doesn't mean that it's not about making money and so forth, but it is about what do we seek in order to make us happy? What do we seek in order to make us feel successful? And I will leave you with those questions. So until tomorrow, God bless.